day to all of you, gentlemen. My name is Cristel Rodelas. I am one of the students of Tanawan Institute. I am currently studying Bachelor's of Science in Education's major in English. 19-year-old girl living in Sampio Quinto, Malabar, Batangas. And I graduated my senior high school in Faith Fidelis Senior High School. When I was a kid, I used to wonder, what would I do when I grow up? As time passed by, the numbers of questions I asked myself increased exponentially. The old questions of what will be my job has been enhanced by the questions of what is the purpose of my life? What am I good for in this world? They say all the people in this world have a purpose in life. But what about me? How is that seen? But I gradually discover the solutions to everything of my concerns since I beginning to attend the school. I realize the learning from the school and the experience you get from school has a very huge impact to yourself, to your virtues, to your opinion, to your personality, and to your characteristic as a person or as an individual. I remember asking myself when I was in 3rd grade, when my mom was in the middle of the class, I asked my inner me, paano kaya niya nakakuha yung mga tinuturo niya sa amin? Saan niya kaya nakikita ito? Or binibili niya ba ito para ituro sa amin or para ibigay sa amin? Those questions have the guts, curiosity. That's why I am here right now in front of you. By that, I realized I also wanted to be a teacher. Nakakatakot syempre. Of course, if you want or if you do something or knew something, it appears nakakatakot. But I believe that this is my purpose and I'm in my community. That's why I'm taking BSE1-A. To be an educator, you must have a good personality and be interested in the professions, because Bachelors of Science in Educations are very challenging and you need to exert an effort if you really want to do this kind of course. So I am here in front of you to speak as a future educator. Our topic for this moment is how to promote peace, unity, and love in the community or our community. So before we dive in to the main purpose of my agenda today, I'll be first explaining those meaning of unity and love. So, according to my research, love is a set of emotions and behavior characterized by intimacy, passions, and commitment. It involves care, closeness, affections, and trust. Love can also an intense feeling of deep affections. And did you know, according to psychology, there are 7 types or stages of love. The first one is infatuations, which includes passions. Number 2 is liking or intimacy. Third is empty love, which commitment. Number 4 is fetus love, which combine the commitment and passion. Number 5 is the commonly romantic love. It's like passions plus intimacy. Number 6 is compassionate love, which have intimacy and commitment. And lastly is the most love, which passionate, consummate love, which have passions, intimate, and the commitment. And unity is the state being united or joined as a whole. For example, if your chairman has very good plan for your village, you should have an actions to participate. Because if you love your neighbor, you should have care for her safeness and the development of her, and the development also in your community, and the benefits that your village will receive. That unity is being together or at one with someone or something. It's opposite of being divided. This is a word for togetherness or oneness. When the North won the Civil War, it's assured unity of the United States. Sports team wear uniforms to show unity, and their fans wear team color for the same reasons. Why? To show their unity or to support. When a bunch of people act as one and are on the same page, they're displaying a unity. When people are bickering and disorganized, meaning there's no unity in that group. In any group or cause, unity can be hard to find. Why? Because the people have a different kind of opinion. They don't agree to each another because their point of view is different from one another. That's why unity can be hard to find in any group. And for instance, I'll be also explaining the word and the real definitions of peace. So, what is the real meaning of peace? According to also my research and to other experts, peace is freedom of a period of freedom from public disturbance or war. A quiet and calm state of mind can be also a peace. Agreement and harmony among people can be also a peace. Excuse me. And lastly, an agreement to end a war can be also a peace. Peace is calmness and tranquility. A time when there are no wars going on, or the state of having no war or conflict can be called peace. An example of peace is a feeling you have on a quiet Sunday morning as you sit on the backyard of a deck in the woods and watch the birds twinning or flying. Everyone can have an own kind of peace, but for me, peace is you have no problem or you have no things to do, just relax. That's my peace. What is considered as a peace? So like what I said, peace is everyone. Peace is a concept of societal friendship and harmony in the same absence of hostility and violence. In a social sense, peace is commonly used to mean a lack of conflict, such as war, and freedom from fear of violence between individuals or groups. The importance of peace for any society is very obvious. Without peace, there are no nations and no individual can move forward. Only in peaceful atmosphere mankind can secure greater heights or growth. If you have peace in your mind, you have the tendency or the we call this opportunity to exert a growth, because you cannot have problem. It seems like those two words have deep meaning, but how can we combine together those two words and put it in our community? Okay, to make your speech community, get involved in a local events and talk to people in your area. Considering planning an event like a community picnic, a food drive for a local food bank, or peaceful protest to raise awareness for local issues. And also, you can also volunteer at local organizations to help community. The ones I mentioned are quite difficult to understand, but we will have plenty of time, so I can explain it. It's easy to have a unity in your community. First, ask yourself if you want change, because change comes from ourselves. How can a person influence if it doesn't came from him? Second is look at the people around you. See if you are both correct in your opinions in life, because we both want change and unity. It is difficult to force someone to do something. If they want to, encourage them to create an organization or group that can encourage even more people if they want to change. Third is we must put all plans into an actions, because no one can achieve the pure plan without an actions. But all of that, we always think of love, because in everything you do, you should always think of love, goodness, which must be one's personality. And I can also promote unity in my community as an educator by having a mini Sunday school for the kids, young adults, and the elderly. Give them ideas about what good it may bring if our community is one and united. Because having unity is the main purpose in the community, or the main important that characterize of an community. Once you achieve the unity in your community, the rest will follow. I assure you, there will be peace, happiness, unity, and discipline. Being an educator can be a big part of the unity, because we educator can lead the youth so that they won't be taking the wrong road. We can taking care of them physically and mentally. It will be a good start to achieve unity and peace. It is a great idea of how promote unity and peace at your community as an educator. Give voices to unheard. Most of the time, this is the main issue of the community. We can also encourage the elderly, or what we call marites, to instead of wasting their time talking about fake news or useless gossip, they can spend their time taking plans for the brighter and greater future of our community. Instead of gossiping all day, they can create events for the people around the community, or for the kids, or family day, or team building, or even Sunday worship for everyone. This can also be a big impact on our journey to unite a community. And as educator, we will voluntarily take a part or even lead this kind of plans and events. As educators, we can lead and inspire our community to have unity and peace by having a program for everyone inside the community. Encourage everyone to lend and hand to everyone in need. Encourage everyone to have an awareness about mental health of each other, not just our own family, but those who is around us. I attend a church once, and our pastor, who is also an educator, said that once you apply your love to God, to your neighbors, everything will be in peace. Love your neighbors as you love God. Everybody will follow as soon as somebody takes the lead to inspire. Everybody do better. Everybody do better. And I tell you and promise you, everything will fall in line. The unity and peace that you want will surely follows. Education certainly determines the quality of an individual's life. Educations improve one's knowledge, skills, and develop the personality and attitude. Education affects the chances of employment for a people. A highly educated individual is probably very likely to get a good job. Cannot teach anybody anything. I can only make them think based on the Socrates. Based on the philosophy Socrates. Teachers ask questions and help students to find answers. Yet, learning isn't about always finding the right answers, but also creating the road that leads to the answer. Learning with every step is the true sign of progress. Teachers can be also a torch to a darkest, endless room. Meaning, teacher is your guide, is your light. Light to a problem that you don't know how to solve. Teachers provide the power of education to today's youth, thereby giving them the responsibility for a better future. Teachers simplify the complex and make abstract concepts accessible to students. And we educators can also be a great model, and we as an educator can be also a great model of kindness, discipline, honest, respectful image, not only to the youth but also to encourage everyone to do the same. To everyone, so that we will have a peaceful and happy, united community. That's all for today's, and thank you for the chance that you given to me to speak or to speak out my opinions about this kind of topic. Again, this is Cristel Rodelas from BSE1-A. Thank you.